Hello and welcome to Laurindalandia. Today I'm going to do a reading about why people put you on a pedestal. You can choose your pile by following your intuition. It can be the pile that you are the most visually attracted to, or you can even ask in your mind, what is a pile for me? I do have personal readings, they are super affordable, and then my first link in the description. Hello, Paluana. So it was this card that says, if I follow my inner wisdom, I'm at peace with my being. And it came in reverse. Why people put you on on a pedestal is because you path your own way. You don't do what people tell you to do. You do what you want to do. There is something very brave about you that you might even add in instances in your past where people told you, don't do that, don't take that job, don't move countries, don't go this way, don't start that business, that is not going to work out, that is a bad idea, and people really projected onto you, and you did it anyways, and you made it successful no matter how many difficulties you encountered. It's not necessarily that the path that you chose was easy, but you know and you trust in yourself in knowing that I can make it. I can overcome any hurdle, any obstacle, any difficulty presented my way. Actually, the difficulties presented my way will make me more skilled, smarter, wiser, more confident in myself, more experienced. Actually, the difficulties in my way help me in the long term. I think you have this beautiful perspective that people really admire. There is. It's not that the path is going to be easy. I'm not choosing a path because it's easy. I'm not choosing a path because it's for granted or it's super safe. No, I'm choosing a path because I want the end result. I want the reward, and also I'm willing to go through the difficult parts of it, and I appreciate the difficult parts of it. This is like, imagine, an example is not going to be for everyone, but maybe it will resonate for some of you. Maybe this is like starting a business in like a business that is like oversaturated or a business that is known to fail. But imagine that you have like this dream of starting this business because like it was a childhood dream or something that you always wanted to do. And yes, like the market is oversaturated, most companies fail in this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And it's not easy. The beginning is very hard. Nobody believes in you. You have no clients. You have no sales. You have to like pivot and improvise and be super creative to make it successful. But you appreciate the difficulty and you see value in. I'm hearing failing. It's not that you are failing because you're actually succeeding and you're actually learning. But I think you have this mentality that even in failing, I'm not really failing because I'm learning. I see value in obstacles. I see value in difficulties because this is going to make me learn a newer set of skills that I did not have before. And also, I think your perspective is also that even like the difficulties, not only is it going to force me to learn something new and to become more intelligent, wiser, experienced, capable, skilled, not only that, but this also shows to myself that I can endure more and I can overcome more than I give myself credit for. I'm really getting the vibe that confidence is not given, confidence is earned in the sense that you become confident because you already been through the struggle. You've already been through the struggle. It wasn't easy, but you survived, you overcome it, you surpassed it, you learn from it. So you are confident that if something bad happens again, you have more peace of mind knowing that I can make it because I made it once. If I made it once, I can make it twice. And if I made it twice, I can make it a third time. Like, I think you also have this appreciation for going through difficulty because a lot of times fear has more power in your mind than it does in reality. Sometimes we underestimate ourselves, like in our minds, saying, oh my God, if this fails, or if this thing doesn't go my way, I don't know if I can handle it. And you show yourself that not only you can handle it, you can thrive in it and use it to your advantage. And you give yourself, you earn confidence. You realize that you are more capable than you gave yourself credit for. You realize that you are more intelligent than you gave yourself credit for, because you needed to go through the experience of it to really realize it, right? And I think this is really beautiful. And people really put on the pedestal this extremely brave side of you, that you take the road less travel, you take the hard way. You are not taking shortcuts. You're not doing things because it's easy. Actually, you're doing the opposite. You are doing things because they are hard. And people really admire this about you, and they really put you on a pedestal because of this, even if this is something that they might be jealous of. Because I think also people like really project onto you at the beginning when you say, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna start this new business, I'm gonna just get out and leave and move to another country without like a home to rent, without like a job, and I'm gonna make it. And people really project onto you like, you shouldn't do it, that's crazy, that's not going to work out. Because like there is a part of them that believes in you because you believe in yourself. You believe in yourself, so that makes people kind of believe in you. So people like deep down, they believe that you can make it in the hardest of circumstances, that you can make the impossible possible, and they're a bit jealous of that. And I think that's a part of why they project so much onto you, why they say so many things of, you're gonna not going to make it, that's crazy, that's impossible, don't do it. I think that's one of the reasons, because deep down, like, their insecurity is telling them that if you make it, it means that they are less than you. Yeah, the people that put you more on the pedestal is because they are insecure, and because they feel like you are everything that they wish they were, but they can't, because they cannot like surpass the fear, like they cannot go beyond their fear. Why people put you on the pedestal? I don't know. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, it's really this entrepreneurial vibe. Like, he's taking risks. He's making things that are like very brave and bold and scary, and getting out of your comfort zone and doing something that you take risks in life. And risks have many, like, is a spectrum here of risk, right? It can be the risk of starting a new business, or it can be the risk of just like moving out from the city that you are at to go to a new city and you don't have yet a job or an apartment. Or this can be also risk in terms of like love or friendships, like decided deciding to visit this person that you met online and you've been talking to for a while, and people are telling you, oh my god, that's crazy, or what if like the worst thing happened, and you want to take that trip. Like, you take bold risks that a lot of people are afraid to. You get outside of your comfort zone, and this is very, he's very brave. People see you as very confident, very bold, very brave. Also, you are very beautiful. I think not only you are beautiful physically, I think your personality really adds to this appeal that you have. It's very sensual. Like, your bravery, your courage, all of that is very Dom vibes. It's very hot. Like, you are in power, you are in charge, you are the one, like, you are the boss, you do what you want. Like, that's very attractive. I think that's something also that people put you on the pedestal, because of course physically you are beautiful, but your confidence and this bravery really adds to your beauty and makes you very unresistible, like very captivating. Why people put you on a pedestal. Number one. Yeah, completely. I think also people put you on a pedestal because, like, you're very good at socializing. You might be good at building networks. Some of you here might be in Aquarius. Very good at socializing. Like, uh, you're also very charismatic. That's the thing. I think you're also a very charismatic person. I think not only your looks but your personality, because it's very attractive. Many people want to talk with you, be your friend, be around you. Many people want just to be close to you. So this makes you very attractive. The fact that people are drawn to you, people want to talk with you, you're probably the center of attention, you're probably the person that, you are not someone that is not looked in a social setting. Like, you're not a wallflower at all. Even if you want to, you are not a wallflower. You are someone that people pay attention to and want to speak to. Yeah, and it's very why people put you on this pedestal as well. It's really this drive, very fire sign. Also, you guys probably have prominent fire sign placings. I'm getting a lot of Leo and Sagittarius, or even that being your sun sign, or a Mars in Sagittarius or Leo, something very a fire sign that is very exalted and very seen. Yeah, you are in the pedestal because you envision, you have a goal, you have something that you want to do, and you just do it. You just go for it. If you have an idea for a new product or a new service, you gotta probably make it in the next week. You feel me? You are someone that has inspiration, has an idea, and you gotta make it. Point and period. If you want to do something, you're probably going to do it in a very short term period. If you want to move countries, probably already booking your flight next week or next month. You feel me? You are someone that when you get that passion, that inspiration, you just go for it. You don't waste time. You don't overthink. You just do it. You take that leap of faith, and you are quite quick at getting that, taking that leap of faith, because the moment you have that inspiration, you just go for it. Why people put you on the pedestal? Number one. Wow. Yeah. There is also something here about money, that you're not afraid of financial instability. Okay, you might be afraid of financial instability, but the way that people perceive you is because you take bold risks that most people not take because of fear of money, like fear of losing money. Imagine if I start this new business, I won't have enough money for me, or it won't be successful, all of that. And you don't keep yourself down, or you don't stop your dreams because of fears or worries about money. If imagine again, if you want to start a new business, or if you want to quit your job and look for another job, you gotta do it because you want to, and you're not thinking, maybe you are, but that's not how people perceive you. You are not tied down because of the fear of money. I think a lot of people admire this about you, because it's these people don't do the things that they want because they are scared of financial instability, because they are scared I'm going to be financial unstable, so I cannot leave the job that I hate, because that is going to put me in a financial unstable situation, which is completely valid, right? Or I'm not going to make that business I really want because I need money. A lot of people that admire you because you are bold in taking actions and pursuing your dreams and your inspiration, and you are bold in ways that they are not, because these people are very scared of not having a financially stable foundation for themselves. And you take leaps of faith, and you make moves in a way that people feel you're not scared of losing money, and this is very inspirational for them. Also, you make a lot of sacrifices for the things that you want. Imagine that you want start a new business or move countries, move cities. You have to sacrifice something. In starting a new business, you have to sacrifice your old job. In moving countries, you have to sacrifice the place where you're living before. So there are a lot of sacrifices that you make, especially a lot of sacrifices that people perceive relating to financial stability or financial security. That's why they admire so much, because these people are so terrified of doing anything because of loss of money or financial instability, that they don't end up doing anything. And you seem in the eyes of these people to just go for it, even if there is a risk of financial loss. You really seem not tied um, to money, or like that money doesn't scare you, or the lack of it. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this reading. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings that are super affordable, and then my first link in the description. By Pile 1. Hello, Pile 2. So it was this card that says, I'm grateful for all the wonderful things in my world. Why people put you on the pedestal is because you are a very grateful person that romanticizes life and romanticizes the small details of life. You know how to appreciate living in the simplest, smallest ways. That is really poetic and beautiful. People like admire this about you because they think it's very right, in the sense that most of the people are just like going around complaining about life. And yes, there is a lot to complain about life. Life is not easy. But people are not stopping to smell the flowers. You are stopping to smell the flowers. I think you are someone that can be happy with very little, like autumn leaves on the ground. You feel me? Like a sunny day, a beautiful bird on your window. Like those are things. These type of things might be things that you really appreciate and you really love, and you really like feel like, wow, so beautiful. I'm getting like, I see on TikTok has many things. The bird theory. This is what I'm getting. That I think this is a theory like they did tests around like relationships and couples, and the predicting factor of a couple breaking up would be a lack of interest in each other's interests. Imagine if you see a bird and you are with your partner, and if you see a bird and you say, oh my god, look at this bird, and if your partner engages with it, like, oh, where is a bird, oh my god, that's so cool, what type of bird is it, or something like that, that is a good sign. It means that probably you guys have a healthy dynamic that will probably make the relationship last. But if you are with someone where you say like, oh, look at the birds are beautiful, and your partner does not respond, it means that they are not engaging with you. Because wow, and I'm getting like a beautiful like download here, because it means that it's not about the bird at the end of the day. It's about your partner being engaged with you, right? No matter what you are saying, it's about them being interested in you in general. Like, it's not about the subject of conversation, it's about you. Uh, and this is what I'm getting for you, in the sense that not only you appreciate the little things, I think you also appreciate the little things about everyone and everything. I think you also make people feel really loved because you also engage a lot with them. I think you are also a very validating person to many people, where if they say something, you ask questions. You might be someone here that is a great conversationalist, where people feel very seen by and very loved because you really seem interested in what they are saying. Like if someone says to you, yeah, like today I just went to work and then I went home, you might ask questions like, oh, how was work? Oh, really? That happened? How did that made you feel? Wow. And like you ask questions about what they are saying. Like you're not the type of person that people are just going on a monologue and you ask, questions. No, like you actively engage with what they are saying, and people feel very seen by this and very loved by this. So I think also a lot of people put you on a pedestal because of this capacity that you have to connect with people. Some people that have not connected with you, they don't understand, and they kind of jealous of like, why is this person everyone's favorite person? Because yes, I think you are everyone's favorite person because you are super like romantic in the smaller things. You don't need like big, expensive, crazy experiences to be happy. I think you can have fun and be happy with so little. And also, you make people around you feel very loved due to your eye engagement with people, like the way you speak, like asking people questions, maybe even remembering what they said to you past, and like I'm also getting this type of conversation that imagine that you have not seen someone for a long time. You ask them questions about the last conversation, like about the things that they said, like people feel very seen by you, very remembered by you. Like when they speak with you, it feels like you really care. And it feels like you really care, not only with them, but with everything in life. With again, the smallest details of life, like romanticizing simplicity, you feel me? Like romanticizing the details of life, like a beautiful bird, stuff like that. You seem like you really, really care. So some people that have not had the privilege, I'm hearing, and the pleasure of interacting with you, and they're watching you from the outside, and like everyone loves you, everyone's be your friend, everyone's be your lover as well. I think you also have a lot of romantic interests. Like you are probably the person that is easy for you to pull anybody. Like I feel like you are the type of person that will never be rejected romantically because how much like how lovable you are. And probably you know this. Probably you know that you can have anyone that you want because it's super easy for you. It's super easy like for people to fall in love with you. So people that are from the outside that have not like interact with you and don't understand why people love you so much, they're a bit jealous. Like, why does everyone, like, they don't understand, right? Why does everyone love this person? Why is everyone looking at this person? Why is everyone speaking good things about this person? Like, why is everyone so obsessed with mouth too? Like, they don't get it because they have not spoken with you. And I think, like, also, you're probably the type of person that many people consider your friends, even though you probably don't like most people. There is also a vibe here that you're not speaking this way because of the person. Like you are engaging with the people because this is just who you are. Like I think you're also a very curious person, a very inner child, like asking questions, being curious, just because yes, not necessarily because of the person itself. Is not the reason why you are engaging with people in terms of conversation, like asking questions, remembering things, is not because of the people itself themselves. Like it's not because of a specific person that you like. It's not anything like that. I think it's just because it's who you are, because you're super curious. You appreciate the details of life. You like. I think you also are very good at pattern recognition. Like you like this I'm getting like a vision of like a sea of numbers. You like to appreciate the small details so you can see the bigger picture because you see the bigger picture in the smallest things and in like pattern recognition, coincidence. You're also very smart. Yes, I'm getting very, very smart. I think a lot of people put you on the pedestal because you're extremely intelligent because of this curiosity, inner child, like asking questions, being interested, being engaged. I think you are someone that whatever life presents you, no matter if you agree or not with it, no matter if you like it or not, like you're gonna ask questions, you're gonna be intrigued, you're gonna be interested because of curiosity itself. And this makes you very intelligent. People even think that you are a type of genius, like I'm also getting, not for everyone, but like autism spectrum. I'm getting very that vibe of being a genius, but very kid-like, very curious, that very, yeah. I'm getting Albert Einstein. I think he was assumed, or I don't know, they thought he was autistic. But that vibe, very childlike, curious, but highly intelligent and great pattern recognition. I think you come to conclusions that nobody ever thought of due to your capacity to be interested in the smallest things, which leads you to see patterns. Like, I think you go through life almost as a scientific research, but you're not trying to do it. I think you just do it because of curiosity, but it leads to very like scientific conclusions of like pattern recognition and like not coincidences, it's patterns. That's the thing. It's not that things are happening randomly, it's that you are spotting a pattern. So I think you're very good with patterns. Some people might even think that you are psychics. Like, I think you're also very good with psychology due to you engaging with a lot of people and be interested in a lot of people, like asking questions just because it's interesting. I think you can predict someone's behavior very easily because, yeah, you ask many questions in life. You spoke with many people. You had conversations with many people where you were really paying attention, not because of the person itself, but because of curiosity in itself, right? And I think you are like people even think that you are a psychic, that you can predict the future due to this eye intelligence and eye pattern recognition. So this is something that people also put you on the pedestal for. This very genius, highly intelligent, but also kid-like and very curious personality that you have. Like people put on a pedestal everything that you are, the things that are so inherent to you and you don't even realize that you are doing them. And these might even be things that you were made fun of when you were a kid because people were really jealous of this, of your like eye intelligence, curiosity. People also, I think when you were younger, people felt very threatened by your curiosity because you were brave to ask questions when most people ignored. And I'm hearing that saying of what is it? Like the curiosity ended the cat because I cannot say certain words on YouTube. Yeah, curiosity was not great for the cat, and I think you are the cat that wants to look when nobody is looking, to find interests when where nobody finds interests because of curiosity in of itself. Okay, power to this was intense. You are very attractive, like extremely attractive. Like, I think people feel attracted to you in a very addictive way almost. And again, I think it comes back to this geniosity mixed with inner child, romanticizing life. Being with you is like being on a high. Being with you is entering a psychedelic state. And being with you, it doesn't need to be in any crazy way, just having a conversation with you. Like people feel like when they're having conversations with you, time stops. They go to a different dimension. Their body is running with serotonin and dopamine and things is a high. Being with you is like literally a vice, an addiction. You probably get a lot of people obsessed with you, unable to move on, unable to forget you. And yes, you have many people that want to be with you in a more intimate sense. You get a lot of people extremely excited, if you know what I mean. Probably people imagine probably get people excited just by existing. You don't even have to like do anything. You don't have to look their way, speak with them, touch them, anything. Like just by looking at you, you get a lot of eye emotions from people. Yeah, people are addicted to you. It's an addiction. You are addiction to many people. You're like a hit of like a rug. You feel me? Like you are it of a substance. You are that relief. You are an escapism. Yes, you are an escapism for sure. Because of this very romantic, you might be Venus sign or have prominent Venus placement like Libra Taurus, like very Venus, very romanticizing the little details, very, oh my god, so beautiful, oh my god, this art piece, look at the details, oh my god, this tree, the leaves that are green, orange, and red, oh my god. This is what I'm getting. People, when they are with you, they are escaping reality completely. It's literally like a substance. Talking with you, being your friend, being around you is a literal substance. It's like coming back to childhood because you have this very inner child vibe about you, very curious, appreciating everything, vibes, very fun, fun with like literally nothing, fun like a walk in the park is like the best thing ever because you are like, it's very inner child. It's like when you are a kid, everything is so fun because everything is new and vibrant. And oh my god, I never experienced this. You have that. You have that. Like that's perspective still. And you bring that perspective to people. So you bring to people like their inner child again. And people get addicted to this. This is like an addiction. You probably have many people obsessed over you, especially romantic interests of the past. If you have exes or ex situationships or whatever romantic, intimate moment that you share with them, people cannot get over it. Cannot get over it. Like people are obsessed with you still, and probably will be forever obsessed because they never found someone like you. Also, like in terms of intimacy, the people that you shared intimacy with, if you know what I mean, it was the best intimacy that they ever had, and it literally feels like you are having an out of body experience. It feels like a substance, like something that you put in your veins. You know, yeah. This is some crazy energy problem too. Like what I'm tapping into, and it's not you, it's how people feel about you, but it's kind of crazy. Yeah, people feel very obsessed over you, and it feels like a vice. It feels like an addiction. Also, you are someone that is super strong, and like the true meaning of strong, like you are patient. I think you're also someone that can uphold and endure and survive a lot of difficult things, but you look so serene from the outside. You can go be going through the most heartbreaking, wrenching moment of your life, like the hardest things that human can experience, but from the outside it does not look like it. You look, people never guess what you're going through, what you went through, because on the outside you're just so poised, like there is this passion in your eyes, there is this romanticization of details, this beauty of life, the smallest details. Yeah, people never guessed what you are going through or what you've been through. Also, you're very independent, very financial independent. You might even be here a hyper independent type, where you literally don't need anybody or no one to make you happy. I think again, it goes back to the inner child and curiosity. I think you are someone that appreciates the little things and you don't need a lot to be happy. So you can really be very happy alone and have a lot of fun alone. And you don't need the like high entertainment or very or like expensive experiences or like grandiose things to get that excitement out of you. You really can like be so happy in a walk in the park and you are so happy alone with your own life, and this is something that people really admire. Let me know in the comments if you resonate with this reading. If you like this reading, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. I do a personal reading that are super affordable, and then my first link in the description. Bye, Baltu. Hello, Belfry. So it's really this card that says, I set myself free from limitations and I recognize the true being of my being. And it came in the reverse. Why people put you on a pedestal is because there is a lot of pressure for you to be in the box. You have a lot of people around you telling you you should be this, you should do this, you shouldn't dress like this, you shouldn't be like that. There is a lot of social pressure that you experience, a lot of judgment that you experience from people, and you still are not conforming in the best way possible. People put you on the pedestal because you have so much pressure to be in the box and you are not in the box. You are breaking that box. I th- I think you both you are like unconventional in some sort of way. This can be like physically in the sense like your fashion or the way you dress, the way you do your makeup, the way that you look might be unconventional. Or this can be in a thinking way, in the way that you look at the world, view the world. Some of you might be very like philosophical. Some of others of you might be like holistic and spiritual. Like there is something about you that is unconventional, and you have a lot of judgment. People judge you a lot, and people really put a lot of society pressure for you to be like everyone else. And there is a lot of, yeah, like judgment and shame that people try to project, and society pressure for you to not be yourself, because I think being yourself is viewed as being controversial. It's not that it's controversial. Probably you're actually kinder than most people. What I'm getting here is maybe you are surrounded by an environment that is like conservative or traditional in some sort of way, and you might be like out of the box thinking, because like I don't know, you are kind to people and you have compassion and human empathy, no matter who the person is. And maybe you are like some of you might be like Democrats or leftists. This is what I'm getting. I also don't know a lot about politics, so don't take me for what I'm saying, because this is the words that I got. Um, but yeah, like I think you are someone. What I'm getting is that you are someone that is just like kind, empathetic, and compassionate, and maybe your value systems are like equality and, yeah, compassion for human lives. And maybe even some of you might be for animals, like some of you might be vegan or vegetarian, or like fight for like animal rights. It's something on those sorts that at the end of the day you are honestly a better person than the people you are surrounded by, and you have so much social pressure to like not live life that way, to not believe that. To some of you might even be activists here, and maybe you have a lot of pressure to not be an activist or to not fight for what you think is right. When at the end of the day, I think you are a better person to people around you. You hold more empathy and more compassion, and it's just so sad that so many people put so much pressure on you and try to judge you and shame you for generally being more empathetic than them, and having more compassion for them. Because I think the people that are trying to put you in a box and projecting onto you is a shame response, because they know that what they are doing is wrong deep down, even if they don't admit it. Like deep down, they know their belief systems are cruel. His belief systems are cool, but at the end of the day, it benefits them in some sort of way, because maybe like those belief systems like benefit them, like the fact that other people are suffering is an advantage for them, so they don't want it to change. And you being someone that has like a more expansive, compassionate thinking, some of you being activists here, or some of you just like having a different way to live life that is maybe more like grounded, connected to nature, respecting others, right? That is very triggering for them. So yeah, there is a lot of pressure. They project a lot of shame, a lot of social pressure. Like I think also a lot of people try to like gaslight you almost, try to like make you go into an argument, and you're just really trying to avoid it, because at this point you know, like I think it's something that you've been through all your life. A lot of people judging you, shaming you, and at this point you're like, I don't care, like I'm not gonna fight with you. I think also you're not trying to convince people that do not share the same opinion as you. It's not that you're trying to like get into arguments with people to make them believe what you believe. It's not that, because I think you realize it's so pointless. And if you're going to have arguments with people that don't believe the same thing that you believe, you just spend your life arguing, and your peace is not worth that, and your mental health is not worth that. I think you don't want to argue with them, don't want to convince them, you just want to live the life the way you want it. But people feel like this on itself, like you living your life the way you want it, is such an act of rebellion. I'm getting a lot of metaphors of like rebellion, like social uprising, a lot of political stuff. Like I'm getting a lot of like politics and history here. like social disputes. I'm trying to use words that are user friendly, okay, because I cannot say literally the words that I have in my mind. But yeah, you are someone that does not conform. But like the thing is, you are right, Belfry. There's nothing wrong with you. Like you're actually holding more compassion and empathy than most. That's the thing, is that you are fighting for the right thing, and you're not even fighting. You're just like you are embodying embodying the right thing. Because again, I don't think you're trying to fight or argue. You're just trying, even if you're an activist, I don't think you're trying to argue with people that don't believe you. It's not that. You're just trying to push maybe legislation or laws that help minorities or maybe help animals or help the environment. I'm also getting here artists collective. Some of you might like be pushing for like more rights for artists and more protection for artists. I'm also getting intellectual property, like more protection for like intellectual property and artists to make sure they get paid or to make sure their arts like is their art and they're not stolen their art. Stuff like that. Like is a big group here that believes in different things and fights for different things, but the theme overall is just like you are doing the right thing, you are embodying the right thing, and it's such a shame that so much you have so much social pressure. But I think yeah, that makes you. That's one of the reasons why you put on the pedestal is that you continue being you with a lot of disadvantages, with a lot of people shaming you and judging you. I think a lot of people look at you and they admire you because they will not have the courage to fight for what they believe and be about it, and be brave in their self expression and their belief systems. And you do. And that's very admirable. It's the fact that you have so much opposition and you still continue to be yourself and push for the things that you believe. Because again, I don't think fighting is the right word with you because you're not fighting. You are, but you are not. Like, you're not fighting with people at all. I think when people come to you and they're like, oh, this is stupid because blah, blah, you shouldn't do this, blah, blah. I don't think you, actually, I think you try to avoid arguments, but you are fighting in the sense of pushing legislation, creating protection, creating better environments, so like educating more people. I think you are fighting in that sense. Not necessarily that you are fighting with people. I think you're fighting for a belief system. You know? You know what I'm saying, Godfrey. I think you know. Why people put you on a pedestal? Because I think actually, Godfrey, you are very kumbaya, peaceful vibes. It's giving EP in like the 70s, 80s, trying to end, and again, I cannot say all the words, trying to end the conflict with Vietnam. You feel me? Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting, like peace and vibes and human empathy. Wow. Also, why people put you on the pedestal is that, again, you have a lot of things against you. You have a lot, like, you don't fit the mold. You don't fit, like, for example, with what you believe, some of you might believe in like ethics and morals. So some of you don't want to work for corporations or companies that you feel like your ethics and morals are being compromised. So there might be here something about like you you don't want to compromise your belief systems or your well-being for a job or money, so like your job market is limited. Some of you here, because of that, because of social pressures, you also not trying to fit into the culture, not trying to like be just numb in the corporate world. You have to create like probably your own business, or maybe you guys are artists here, some of you, where you have your own small business selling art. Like you have to do your own thing and become independent. And again, it's not easy. It's not easy to be in your spot, and it's also not easy to be financially independent. Um, when you have so much opposition, when you have so many people that want to come against you, to disagree with you. And I think people put you on the pedestal because you are like financially independent and you do it like imagine, it's like you have a small business, or like you make money your own way, or even if you work for somebody, it's like a small coffee shop or a small library or a small store, like smaller business type vibe, even if you're not the owner, like it's a small, yeah, it's a small company. And imagine you are self-sufficient, financially independent, you make your own money, you don't need anybody to give you money, you don't need any of that, and you do it in a very honest way. And again, it's not easy because being financially independent while being the person that you are is not easy. Because again, you're not just going to sell yourself for like a corporate giant. You're not going to work under a company where you don't believe like their ethics or moral. Also, I'm getting things with testing on animals. For example, you're not going to work with companies, some of you, that test on animals or do or like exploit labor. You feel me? Like to do shady stuff. And this happens with most big companies that offer the most amount of work are doing immoral stuff that I think some of you here don't agree. So your job pool is limited. But it's a fact, people put you on the pedestal is that you are still financially independent. You are still living a good life in an honest, moral, ethical way. You did not sell yourself to survive. And when I tap into this part, I want to cry because people find this very beautiful because you stood strong in your belief systems, in your morality, in your ethics, and you are good. You have a good life, you're financially stable. Like, it is possible to survive while not selling your belief systems, right? It is possible to survive while still remaining uh, truthful to what you believe. And this is very beautiful. I think people really admire this about you. And I think you're a big source of inspiration for many people in this way that they look at you and they think, wow, this person is embodying their belief system. It is embodying what they think is right and what is right at the end of the day, right? And they are still have a good life. Like they are financially independent, they are good, they are not starving, like they have their own home, they have their own food, like they are good. And that's admirable because I think these people that admire you feel like they cannot stand 10 toes down in what they believe because of this fear of will I get a job? If I follow what I believe, like will I be financially stable? Will I be able to feed myself if I stand 10 toes down in my belief system? So like you are a source of admiration, inspiration, and you also are a person that you did it to many people. You feel me? I think you are an example to many people to show that, hey, you can still be yourself, believe in what you believe, and have a good life. Is not because I think a lot of again of the social pressure and fear is that you have to conform and you have to submit and you have to sell yourself to survive. Because if you are who you are, believe in what you believe, you won't be able to get a job, or people will not hire you, or whatever, whatever. And you are an example that it is possible. You don't need to conform. You don't need to submit. You can still be yourself. Believe in what you believe, no matter how not accepted it is by society. If you think it's right, you can stand on it and still have a good life and be financially stable. Why people put you on the pedestal, number 3? Wow. You also imagine you are you're not reckless. I think you are very considerate person, even though you have a lot of fire inside of you, you have fire for your passions, like for your passion projects. If you're an artist here, you have fire for your vision, for your passions, but you're not making stupid moves. You're not making reckless decisions, no. Even like the people that here are activists and fight for what is right, uh, even though you are doing protests, some of you, these protests are not dangerous or unsafe because you thought about this. Like, if this resonates with the activists here, the activists that are seeing this and like doing a protest, like your protests are safe because you thought about creative ways to do a protest in a safe way that is not going to put you in danger or anybody in danger. Like, I'm getting a lot of. I saw a documentary about how can I say this on YouTube? That's the thing, is that I'm trying to find creative words. Okay, I saw a documentary like about this guy. Basically, in the, I don't know if it was like 70s or 80s, there was this disease that's had a lot of, that was affecting the LGBTQ plus community. Okay, uh, some people will know what I'm saying, but I'm trying to say it without saying the word on YouTube. And a lot of people were ignoring it because there was this stigma around that it was only affecting like the LGBTQ plus community and we don't care about them, right? And there was like this collective of people that were fighting for like the healthcare system to care about this disease, like United States or something. And they like made the protests. They were extremely creative. Some of them were like funny, but like they were extremely creative, extremely like out of the box. And basically, I saw also this podcast of this guy speaking about it and all of like the creativity that went around these protests because they just like want to spread awareness and they have to be careful because a lot of people already judge them and nobody want to listen to them, so they have to protest in way that's was safe for them and will get the message across at the same time. I'm also seeing in my mind how like PETA protests, like people like dressing up as animals and like just doing performance art. Yeah, performance art. There is something about this that the people that do activism here, you guys do it in a very creative, safe way, where it's not necessarily that you're causing a ruckus, you are showing your point of view. And this is very admirable. People feel very, they find this very inspiring and very admirable. Others of you that do performance art, even if it's not for like fighting for purpose or any of that, I think your performance art and your art in general is very admired because again, it's very unique, considerate. There's a lot of thought behind it. That's the thing. Is that you are creative, you are passionate, you have that fire, but you're not reckless. You're not impulsive. You think a lot about doing things, and people might assume at first if they know you very, if they don't know you very well, because they see all of this creativity and all this fire and all this passion, and they think, oh, this person makes reckless, stupid decisions, most likely, and you really don't. You are really very, very considerate, and this is something that people admire, like this balance between fire and passion and like this, yeah, fire within you, and at the same time being very considerate, very thoughtful, and even calculated. Let me know that in the comments if you resonate with this reading. If you like this reading, give it a like, and if you like this content, subscribe. I do have personal readings. They are super affordable, and they're my first link in the description. Bye, bye, free.